Hello and welcome to my channel. I want to show you a stitch. Some of you, if you want to do a shawl, a wrap, a prayer shawl. So this is the back of the work and this is the front. It's quite nice. These are the sides. This stitch has only 2 rows repeat, very easy and goes really fast. This one. I used 3.0 millimeter crochet hook for this sample that I just showed you, and I'm gonna use also now 3.0 millimeter crochet hook. Okay, this stitch works with multiples of 4 plus 3 more. So I have here multiples of 4. I'm gonna chain 3 more chains. So 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna skip the first 2 chains, and into the 3rd chain we're gonna go in there and do 2 double crochets. So 1 and the 2nd, chain 1, and now we're gonna skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th chain we're gonna put in there 3 double crochets, and we're gonna do like this until we finish this row. So 1, 2, and the 3rd one, chain 1, and again we're going to skip the next 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the 4th chain we're going to do 3 double crochets in there. I think this is nice for I don't know, spring or summer, a baby blanket, or you make a prayer shawl. Again, skip 3 chains, and into the 4th we're doing the same, 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3, chain 1, and you're gonna be left with 4 chains. We're gonna skip the next 3, and into the 4th, the last one, we're gonna do 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and the 3rd double crochet. Yeah. Now we're gonna chain 2, turn your work. So now this will be the one of the rows that you're gonna repeat. Yeah. So the first cluster here, we're gonna go to the one in the middle, and we're gonna do a front post double crochet, and the space between the 2nd double crochet and the 3rd one, in that space we're gonna put a double crochet, chain 1, move to the next cluster, and the space between the 1st and the 2nd double crochet, in that space we're gonna do a double crochet. Into the 2nd double crochet here we're gonna do a front post double crochet, and then the space between the 2nd and the 3rd, in there we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, and we're gonna do like this. Move to the next cluster, the space between the 1st and the 2nd, in there we're gonna do a double crochet, a front post into the 2nd double crochet, and the space between the 2nd and the 3rd we're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, and you're gonna do like this until you finish this row. We're not gonna work through the stitches, the space, and a front post double crochet, chain 1, and now here at the end we have the 2 double crochet and the chain that we skipped. So we're gonna repeat. We're gonna go the space between the 1st and the 2nd, and we're gonna do a double crochet, a front post, the 2nd double crochet there, front post double crochet, and then we're gonna finish into that chain, the top chain in there. We're gonna do a double crochet. This is how we're gonna finish. chain 2, turn your work. So this is the back of the work. Now we're gonna do a back post into the second, the one in the middle, yeah? Because the chain 2 counts as a double crochet. So you're gonna go to the second where you have the front post from the previous row, and you're gonna do a back post double crochet, and then the space between the second and the third, you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, and you're gonna move to the next. So the space between the first and the second double crochet, then you're gonna do a back post double crochet, and the space in there, a double crochet, chain 1, and you're doing like this. Move to the next, you're gonna go to the space there, and you're gonna do a double crochet, a back post double crochet, and the space in there, I'm gonna put a double crochet, chain 1, and you repeat. So back post, I think this stitch might look very nice even with a thick yarn. So now at the end we're gonna do the same. The space first between the first and the second, double crochet, back post into the second, which is the front post from the previous row, back post double crochet, and then the top we have 2 chains, so we're gonna go to the second chain there, and we're gonna do a double crochet. I'm gonna chain 2, and you're gonna repeat the row with the front post double crochet. So the space in there, but you're gonna go directly and do the front, the front post double crochet, because the chain 2 counts as a double crochet. So the space between the front post and the last double crochet in there, gonna do a double crochet, chain 1, and you repeat. Front post, and the space between the second and the third one, chain 1, and so on. This is a very easy stitch, builds really fast, especially if you work with a little bit thick yarn. It's really nice, this one. And at the end, if you want to close this, for example, and you choose to put a single crochet in each stitch and that chain 1 space, and at the end we're doing the same, just go into that space between the first and the second, front post, and then the chain 2 on top there, we're gonna do a double crochet. So if you want to close, you're gonna chain 1 just to do 1 row of single crochet. So you're gonna do the first stitch single crochet into the second stitch single crochet, the third single crochet into the chain 1 space there, you're gonna do a single crochet, and you do like this. In each stitch you're gonna place a single crochet, and into that 1 chain space you're gonna do a single crochet. If you feel it's too much, it's kind of large with that one, you know, in between, in 1 chain space, you can take that away, you can skip that. It's like here, you don't go and do the single crochet, just jump to the next stitch. If you want to be a little bit tighter at the top, the last row. The last stitch, single crochet, and you're gonna go into the 2 chain space here at the end, and you're gonna do a single crochet. Gonna chain 1, cut your yarn, and that's it. And this is the stitch that you can make so many things. It's a little bit lacy, but you can do, for example, a little bit tighter, the same stitch, for example, this one. So this stitch, I'm gonna put it on my other YouTube channel, Scorpio Rising. If you want a little bit not so lacy, too much space. So this is the back, and this is the front. If you want for a baby blanket, and so on. But if you want for a shawl, I did well, not this one, which is with no spaces in between. But this is with a very thin yarn. If you want to get annoyed and have cramps, you know, because it's so thin, your fingers cramps. So you can do with this, but this doesn't have any space. So this is a different multiple. So this is the back. Or you can make like a baby blanket for spring, summer with this one. It's really nice. But I think this one for a shawl looks quite nice. Oh, this way. It's quite nice. Well, give it a try. You might enjoy this stitch. Find some projects that you can do. Thank you for watching.